What's up, guys? My name is Sandy De Jesus. I'm a creative director for the last 6 years, working with a ton of big names like Eli Manning, Matt Higgins, J-Lo, Gary Vaynerchuk, Dennis Rodman, Miley Cyrus, SNL, a bunch of different people. And I've learned a lot, especially from creating with a ton of aggressive, competitive creators in New York City. And so I want to pass on as much information as I can. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We drop 3 videos a day. I drop my best tips. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 tips that made me a better videographer. If you're watching this and you're a videographer, videography is such a challenging field, but it also pays so much. So I'm here to help. Number 1 being try all different styles and tools. When I first started shooting videography, it was documentaries, it was vlogs, it was working for all different types of brands. It didn't matter if you needed video, I was working with you, and I tried all different types of tools: lav mics, shotgun mics, slow-mo, 4K, 1080, vertical, stabilizer, no stabilizer, like everything and anything I shot. And the reason is because when you're a videographer, when you're a creative period, it's very hard to kind of build the confidence to do what you do well and know that you do it well. So if you just try all of it, it'll boost your confidence a ton. Hey, do you do this? Yes, I do. Hey, do you do that? Yes, I do. Hey, you do this? Yes, I do. And so when you build up that kind of repertoire of being able to do anything and everything, it builds your confidence. And also too, when you're ready to start outsourcing, you can recreate any system because you've tried all of them, and you can basically outsource. And you can be like, hey, I know how to do everything perfectly. Let me create a system. I can outsource it to another technician. They can learn and I can guide them. I can make a profit, yada, yada, yada. And you know, it'll just build your confidence. Try all the tools, try it all. You got this. Number 2, prioritize making your subject comfortable. Guys, so many times I worked with clients and they wanted me to work with them over and over and over again, not even for my editing, but because how I made them feel in front of the camera. So many people feel so uncomfortable in front of the camera, so when they're hiring a videographer, they mostly care about how they feel around that videographer. So many videographers make people feel uncomfortable. Every time I shot with somebody, they were like, oh, the last videographer I shot with just didn't make me feel comfortable. When I made them feel comfortable, you could just tell that they were like, oh man, I love you, man. You're the best. Oh man, this is great. I got more referrals, I got more reshoots, and I got more money, which is what we all wanted. So make your subject feel comfortable. If you're not a people person, become a people person, because you don't want anybody else taking your money. And if you're trying to make progress as quickly as possible so you can make as much money as possible so you can upgrade your gear, because videographer gear is so expensive, get to work on making your subjects feel comfortable. It'll pay back. Number 3, learn to love editing, right? If you're a videographer and you're shooting video, you also gotta edit your own stuff, especially if you're starting out for the first time. You gotta learn how to love editing. And if you're shooting video, the editing process can take quite a while. I would say invest in your in your space. Learn to sit down for a long time. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna drop a video right after this one called How to Learn to Love Editing, because if you hate editing, you need to watch this video. If you're a videographer, learn how to love editing. It'll save you money, it'll save you time, and it'll also make you a better video person, because whenever I went to shoot something, since I was such a good editor, it saved me so much time on my shooting process, because I could literally see through the lens my editing process. And I could be like, okay, I want this angle, I want this, I want that. And it saved me so much time when I went to editing, because I already shot with editing in mind. Some tips that I have for you guys is join a community of creators that promote shooting and working, right? Video is hard. You can also borrow their gear. If you're not in a community and you're in a solo group, it's going to be very challenging to kind of find the motivation, find the mindset and the energy to build and create your craft so that it gets better and over and over again. Invest in finding a group. Invest in reaching out to other people, networking, right? Everybody talks about it, it doesn't really make sense, but when you start to understand that you're a creator first, right, and you have to surround yourself with people that will make you better, networking and reaching out to people that you like their content will kind of clear up those limiting beliefs. And when you reach out to people and you're like, hey man, I just want to get better, I want to work, let me help, all these different things, people will love that and they'll support you every single time. If you have a shoot that you don't have the gear for and you can't rent it, you can't afford to buy it, they'll let you borrow it. It happened to me every single time in New York City. When I needed something, my friends were always there. When I needed to create, they were pushing me to come shoot with them. And every time I needed help, they were always there, prepared to supply that support, because I also did the same for them. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Join my community. Follow me on Instagram. I'm Super Sandy. Any questions you have, let me know. If you want to join my group, let me know. I'm always here to support. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you. Oh my God! And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.